Hi, good people. Hi, TIs. It's Sherry, and I am here with some free and valuable information for you guys, for you to benefit yourselves as well as each other. Okay, so we're all going to benefit from this information here tonight. Okay, all of us. Um, what I'd like to talk about tonight, okay, is brain computer interface. Brain computer interface. Okay, that is the subject tonight. All right. So again, we're going to talk a lot about technology. All right. I'm not an expert level. I'm not intermediate level either. I'm very basic beginner. However, there is a general theme, okay, that is occurring right now in our society. And it would benefit you to have a general working knowledge of what's going on. Okay. So brain computer interface. That's what we're going to talk about. All right. So as the name implies, you're taking two things, not four things, two things, the brain and a computer. Now, when you think of computer, maybe you just think of a desktop, but no, it can be laptop, tablet, phone, computer, device, okay, that runs off of the internet. All right. So you're taking a device, computer, and you're taking a brain, a human brain, and you're interfacing them. Okay. Now, where you'll see this has been done already is with people with disabilities sometimes that can't speak. Okay, this is one example. What happens is they will get sometimes they'll get an implanted device that helps the interfacing, as in like the Neuralink, or there's all different brands, But the basic idea is that you're getting an implant, and that implant serves as a to help the brain and the device sync. Okay, Bluetoothing, if you will. So, the situation that I know about is a boy had one, and he had a chip in his eye. Okay, and he couldn't talk, and he was in a wheelchair. So, what would happen though, whenever he thought a thought, if you asked him a question, or if there was a group going on and he wanted to participate, what would happen is the device, okay, the brain computer interfacing device, would read his thoughts in real time. Okay, real time, no lagging, no having to figure it out, no, real time. Okay, um, the computer would read out his thoughts in real time, and then would speak for him on cue, real time. Okay, so again, no pausing, no layovers, it's immediate, just like is in real conversation. So how wonderful, that somebody that would, a lot of people don't have these implants, obviously not yet. We're on the beginning, where they're starting to become mainstream, right? So in the past, if you work with people and they can't talk, okay, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. Even if it's something simple, you're asking somebody a question: what would you like to drink with your lunch? Okay, there's dozens of drinks to pick from: juice, soda, tea, coffee, hot chocolate. Run the gamut. Milk, milk products and all that. So this is a great benefit in that kind of situation, where you would be able to, again, interface the human brain of an individual with a device. Okay, and that device, because it's synced, would be able to read out the individual's thoughts, right? It's synced to the brain in real time. Okay, now think about that for a minute. The computer device can read your thoughts in real time. How is that? Okay, again, this is all part of advanced satellite based technology. Okay, so the satellites, right, that gives us, it powers energy, right? The internet, sound waves, right? There are sound waves coming out of our mouths when we speak. They're invisible to the human eye, right? On the spectrum, we can't see them unless you have special equipment, but they're there, correct? Same thing with the internet. Right now, as we're broadcasting, there are waves on the spectrum that are bouncing from the towers and from the satellites to the towers, to our homes, to our devices. Okay, so that's how this is done. Now, to get a little more specific with the brain computer interfacing, whenever you think a thought, any thought, could be little, could be big, could be important, what am I going to do for that case tomorrow? Or it could be, remedial, what am I going to wear? What am I going to have for breakfast? Or, all the thoughts that run through our brain. as the human being experience, right? And then whenever you feel an emotion, happy, sad, mad, glad, all those range of emotions, and all those thoughts. Okay, now to us, it's what makes our personality, correct? It's what makes us us, our sense of humor, again, what we think, how we think. Everybody doesn't think the same. Some people are more logical, some people are more, expressive, some people are funny, what one would consider funny. Some people's sense of humor is not funny to another person. These are all things that are housed in our personality, right? That's right up here. I mean, really, you don't even need any of this. This is where it's at. Okay. Um so anyways, that being said, the human experience, thoughts, every one of them, and emotions, every one of them, when they are brewing in your brain here, your neurons are brewing them, right? They give off electrical chemical signals. Okay, so picture your brain and your body. Same thing with your body. When your brain has to send the signal to your body part to move, to cough, to blink, to clap, to snap, whatever it is, to walk, you know, those are all signals that have to pass from the motor cortex. Again, motor, motor, is because it moves the body. Has to the signal, the electrical chemical signals have to pass from the motor cortex to the body part. Okay, and this is all done so quick, instantaneously, automatically, that we don't think about it. Okay, but when you break it down, it's all signals. So picture the brain and the body as a big giant transmitter, right? Receiver, okay? Transmits, we can transmit signals and we can receive signals. Now, tie it all in, that's how the advanced satellite based technology works with our brains and bodies. That's how you would sync, okay? Interface and syncing. Again, don't get caught in the logistics of the words, because a lot of words mean the same thing, right? Okay, so for instance, syncing and interfacing. Same thing. You're taking two devices, two things, the human brain and a device, and you're syncing it, right? You're interfacing it. You're taking two faces and you're intertwining them, right? The root word in means you're okay. You got it? Get it, got it, good. So, anyways, don't get lost in the specific words. Just understand the general idea. The idea is that you're interfacing, syncing the human brain with devices. Okay, so and these devices, these computers can read out your thoughts in real time. How again? Because thoughts and emotions are electrical chemical signals, and any signal can be read, okay, decoded, if you will. Yes, the human being experience. You can, if you have, say for instance, an implant, okay, and well, say you don't even have an implant, say you're just getting your brain imaged, okay, they can look at your brain on a computer screen. They can remotely, okay, access the functions of your brain, okay, through MRI, through several different types of imaging systems, okay. They can look at your brain as you're thinking in real time, and the actual words will pop up of what you're thinking about a dog, thinking about, a plant, a bowl of spaghetti, the color red, the color purple, whatever it is that you're thinking. Because it's an electrical chemical signal, it can be read out, okay, the words. And now actually one step further, the images that your brain makes can actually be displayed on a device, a computer screen, right, through imaging. Okay, this is all imaging and signals. That's how it's all working. Okay, so yeah, so that's wonderful. We have reached that stream of time. Okay, brain computer interface. Okay, because you're going to hear that a lot, with the things like the Neuralink. Again, that's just one brand. There's different companies that make these same devices, okay, or these same implants and whatnot. They're brain computer interfacing. Okay, so that is what's on the horizon here. Okay, is the human experience. Humans 2.0, right? So it's wonderful. though. It's really great technology. Imagine if you have a disability and you can't talk, and the experience that I seen was really, it was wonderful, because I've worked, or I've been around people who don't have access to, brain computer interfacing implant. Okay. And they have to do it just the old fashioned way. You just have to sit there and that can be, it takes time. It can be frustrating for the person that's trying to relay the message. It can be, it's a little bit frustrating for the person trying to receive the message. You're trying to understand what they're wanting, and and it can be kind of sad. And um, so how beautiful that this technology exists. Advanced satellite based technology, computer brain interfacing. Okay. So that's what I wanted to talk about again. Okay, and again, that's based off of satellite based technology that uses internet. Okay, again, internet, it's invisible. These are things why I think this is important to talk about, is because this is all with the energy, you know, um, with the interfacing, with the energy smart kind of world that we're living in. A lot of things are invisible. They're on the spectrum. They can't be seen with the naked human eye, right? You need special equipment and whatever, right? So like if there's EMFs, there's waves, there's frequencies all around us. There's signals passing through the air, sound waves when your voice, when you're speaking. Again, we can't see this. It'd probably be overwhelming if we could, almost like an LSD experience, like opening up a part of your brain that, you know what I mean, like maybe too overstimulating, right? You don't really need to see sound waves. You don't really need to hear colors. Do you? I mean, do you really? Do we? The world is interesting enough. And for those of us, we're all creative in our own ways and stuff, you know. But I digress. So, anyways, there's things that are invisible on the spectrum. For instance, again, internet, right? The waves that run the internet, as it were, right? It's always on. It's reaching into homes wherever you have wherever we have our devices, usually our phones. They're with us all the time, and we're always getting the signal. So the signal is always coming through, but we never see it. Where is it? It's there. Okay, it's invisible again to the human eye. Um, so just the fact that this technology, this advanced satellite based technology, runs off of energy, and energy is invisible. Okay. I don't think as a human, as society, we kind of grasp the power of it. I mean, we get it, but once you power on your device and you go to your YouTube, or you go to your email or your social media, whatever it is, you're looking at your device as a tool, which it is, but try to understand the power of the technology behind it. What's powering it? It's amazing. We take it for granted. These little bitty devices with no cords, we can call all the way across the world with them. you know we can do so much. And now, where our society, where civilization is heading, is they're actually going to merge. It's been merging. You're merging advanced satellite based technology with the human brain. Okay? Get it? You guys get it? The fact that signals are actual signals, electrical, chemical, um, can be read in real time by a device. Amazing. It's amazing. And this is not a theory. This is not, oh, it's only can be done certain time. No, it can be done pretty easily too. um Considering, because that's your thoughts, you're like, wow, somebody could read your thoughts. Like, don't they have to have really special equipment for that? Yeah, research it anyways. So what else did I want to cover? I mean, I think that's the basics of it though. Brain computer interface, understand what it is. Okay, you're interfacing the human brain with devices. Okay, all right. There was one other thing I was going to say in regards to that. And what was it? Oh, okay. One thing too, because again, energy is invisible. Same thing with electricity. Electricity, all our cities are lit, our houses are lit at night, right? It's not the old fashioned world where we go to sleep at, 7, right? Especially where we get the four seasons, it's dark by 7 p.m. You're not going to sleep by 7. We got a few extra hours to play with, courtesy of electricity. Okay. So our houses are lit, our food is cold in the refrigerators, but so electricity is running in these homes, in these buildings. but we don't see the current, right? You never see I mean, you see the light or whatever, you see the fridge is on, but you never see the current. That's because it's energy, it's invisible, but it's on, it's running, the current is flowing through. Okay, so now with the human body, I just want to mention this and then we'll close. All right, with the human body and brain, we're very visual people, right? What we see is what we get. That's, and that's, we're humans, we rely on visual. That's our number one thing, and hearing and all that goes into play too, versus, I would say, like a dog. If you ever see a dog, they go off of their smell more. What's the first thing they do when they meet you? Smell, smell, smell. There can be a piece of food right in front of them and they won't see it with their eyes, but they'll smell it out. It's kind of funny. But so I digress. So, when you look at a human being, you see us, you see our skin, our hair, our flesh, our bones, right? Our muscles. And that is part of our human body, right? We're made in the physical realm. That's how the true God made us. Okay. Physical, flesh, blood, bones, all that. Okay. So, but understand too that underneath all of that, the core of it, when you get down to the core, like, and I'm not speaking spiritually, I'm speaking spiritually too, but I'm talking about actual, the physical. When you break down, if you take a cell from the human, like say if you scraped a cell from the human skin, and you put it under a microscope at the lowest levels, that's the cells, and then it's the atoms, and then underneath that is the actual, you know the what I'm trying to say is that we run off of frequencies. We have electrical chemical signals. Okay, and now with the medical field, they're starting to tap into that. Do you know every organ in the human body operates on a certain frequency for optimum homeostasis? And if that number is higher or lower than it should be, that's a sign that the homeostasis is getting off. Okay, kind of like your, just like chemically they can do that too, but also, biometrics is basically what I'm talking about, and that they can read the signals, without, and it can be done remotely. So without, you can have your temperature taken. Doesn't have to be the old-fashioned way where they actually put it in your mouth. Have to make contact. It can be done remotely, right? With the new, they can scan it like this, or even when the pandemic hit. Remember, you could walk into the stores and they would 3D scan you, and your temperature would pop up. Okay, that's biometrics. Again, that's because signals, frequencies. The human body and the brain, we are flesh, blood, bones, yes, all of that, muscles, sinew, tissue. But underneath that, we're vibrating frequencies. Okay, I don't mean to say it like in a hippie way, like, oh, we're vibrating, man, we're all one. No, okay, hang on, don't let's not get ridiculous with it. Let's stay guys, let's focus. All right, so we are human fleshly bodies. Yes, that's how we're made. And we also are spiritually, we're made in the image of the true God. So we have that spiritual part of us, and we also, just the way that we're made, the universe, we have frequencies, energy that we also operate off of. And that okay, that is what the advanced satellite based technology is harnessing, and that's what it uses when it does things like brain computer interfacing. It's using the electrical chemical signals that are produced by the body, and it's picking them up and decoding them. Yeah, amazing. Amazing, is it not amazing? Yeah. So there we go. That's what I wanted to talk about. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's it. If too much information will make it boring, or too much. This was just perfect. Okay, it's just like a little snack. Like, don't gorge yourself, right? I'm talking more about myself. You guys know I have a habit of doing. Well, if you don't know, never mind, never mind. But like a meal. Sometimes you want to go to a buffet. Once, twice a year. And really just, oh my goodness, maybe that's an American thing. I don't know, but we can really put it away, can't we? I know I can. You know what I mean? Especially the dessert tray. Old country buffet. How they have all the different kinds of desserts, cobblers and peach pies and ice cream and cakes and caramel cakes, and forget about it. Delicious. Okay. But, obviously you can't do that every time you eat, right? Otherwise you'd be a glutton and you probably wouldn't be around for very long. So regular meals, just digest a little bit, enough to get your sustenance. Okay. So the sustenance in this video was brain computer interfacing. Okay, that's it. That's all she wrote. You guys don't take my word for it though. Do your research, okay? Do your own research, please, so that you can understand this a little more. It's a very simple concept, but research it. It's quite interesting. And when you see the amazing things that can be done to help society with these with this technology, it's amazing. It truly is. And it also is very powerful, like Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility or something like that. Anything that's super powerful, you got to keep your eye on too, okay? For obvious reasons. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys. Have a good one, and hope you benefited from this video on brain computer interfacing. All right, thank you. Bye, people. Good night.